Hello students. Second endocrine gland is pancreas. First of all, location of this pancreas. Where is this pancreas located? You all know that duodenum is the first part of small intestine. So this pancreas is situated below the stomach and in the loop of duodenum. In the loop of duodenum, pancreas is situated. Pancreas is both exocrine as well as endocrine gland. Why exocrine? Because during a digestive system, you have already learned that pancreas, it secretes pancreatic juice. And this pancreatic juice is poured into the duodenum for the process of digestion. So, in this way, pancreas is exocrine because this pancreatic juice will be poured into duodenum through pancreatic duct. But at the same time, pancreas also has endocrine part. Endocrine part, islets of Langerhans. These are special cells, hormone secreting cells of pancreas, which they secrete 3 hormones. Cells are islets of Langerhans. 3 types of cells, they secrete 3 types of hormones. Beta cells, they secrete insulin hormone. Alpha cells, they secrete glucagon. And delta cells, they secrete somatostatin, which is not in your syllabus. So in your syllabus, only beta and alpha cells. That means insulin and glucagon, only these 2 hormones are in your syllabus. Now, what is the function of insulin hormone? This insulin hormone, which is secreted by beta cells of islets of Langerhans, this insulin, it checks or it promotes, you can say, glucose utilization by the body. That means when we eat food and carbohydrates, especially when they are digested, they are converted into simple sugar or glucose. So, this insulin will help in utilization of this glucose in the body, and secondly, it will also stimulate deposition of extra glucose. Extra glucose, if it is there, so this will be converted into glycogen. Extra sugar will be converted into glycogen with the help of insulin. So insulin will promote extra glucose. First, it will promote utilization of glucose in the body, and secondly, it will help in, or it will stimulate conversion of extra glucose into glycogen, and that will be stored in the liver for further use. Now, what will happen, children, if there is hyposecretion of this insulin hormone? Hypo means, again you know, hypo means less secretion or under secretion of insulin hormone. If there is less secretion of this insulin hormone, this causes a disease known as a diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus, it is also known as hyperglycemia. A person suffering from diabetes mellitus will have more sugar, high sugar in the blood. And a diabetic person will also excrete sugar in the urine. What are the symptoms of a person who is suffering from diabetes mellitus? The person will have high concentration of sugar in the blood, that is hyperglycemia. Secondly, he will have great deal of urine which is loaded with sugar or glucose. That means sugar or glucose will be excreted through urine. A person will feel thirsty because there is lot of loss of water through too much of urination. And a person will also lose weight, will become weak. In certain cases, the person can also lose eyesight if the amount of sugar is more in the blood. What will happen if there is over-secretion of this insulin hormone? Hypersecretion or over-secretion of insulin hormone, it causes a disease or problem that is known as hypoglycemia. Means if the insulin amount will be more, then person will suffer from hypoglycemia. Hypo means less sugar in the blood, and the condition is also known as coma. A person can undergo coma if there will be less sugar in the blood. Then, if a person is given insulin, that means a person suffering from diabetes mellitus, sometimes they are also given insulin injections. So if the amount of this insulin injection will be more or high, then this will be causing hypoglycemia, and in this condition he may suffer from insulin shock. Again, that is coma. A person can become unconscious due to less sugar in the body. In my next video, I will be explaining you about another endocrine gland.